Happy Monday, and we're so glad you are with us. The feel-good way to start your day. It's our Start Your Day Positive podcast for a brand new week. Good morning. I am Len.
And I am Sara. Thank you for joining us. Your feel-good way to start the day. Happy Monday. I got to tell you, we had a great weekend. Hope all the mamas had a good Mother's Day. Friday night was a chill night for me, which was great. Just what, I needed. But we watched a great new movie, and I always like to share when I watch a great new movie because I love when you all tell me about good ones. So this one was another inspirational movie, brand new, that I think you all will love. So I'll share a little bit later.
That's great. And something I want to share, I just learned about this, the grading scale. We all know it, A, B, C, D, F. What happened to the E?
I always wondered that.
I know now what happened to the E. And so I want to share that a little bit later on today's podcast.
All right. Well, how about we start with a positive thought? This one from C.S. Lewis. Hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny.
Oh, that's really, really good. Good way to start a brand new week. We'll also start with 3 things your friends and family might be talking about today.
Well, Planet Fitness is bringing back its high school summer pass, giving teens ages 14 to 19 a chance to work out for free. It's happening this summer. The program runs June 1st through August 31st, and teens can use it at any Planet Fitness location across the U.S. Free workouts, free fitness training. Teens can register with a parent or guardian either online or in the club.
What a great promotion. You can't beat
my
that.
daughter did it last year.
Mm-hmm.
It was great.
I love that. Honestly, I think our country and our communities are best when the business community steps up and they say, we want to do something. Like, I think last week you said Pizza Hut had the Book It returning as an example. And it just makes you feel great when businesses say, we want to do something extra. So way to go, Planet Fitness. Well, filming has officially wrapped up on The Resurrection of the Christ, meaning Mel Gibson's long-awaited follow-up to The Passion of the Christ is finally becoming a reality. Production recently concluded in Italy, according to video circulating online. Gibson has teased for years that the sequel story would go far beyond a simple retelling of the resurrection, exploring spiritual and supernatural themes in a much bigger way. The project is now split into 2 films. There's going to be The Resurrection of the Christ, Part 1. It's scheduled for release on March the 26th next year. And that's Good Friday. And then Part 2 will arrive May the 6th, 2027. It's going to be on Ascension Day, so the 2 movies will come out almost back to back. And Jim Caviezel is not returning as Jesus. It was rumored that they were going to make him look young using AI technology, but instead they have another guy to play Jesus in the movie.
Now, that's interesting because a lot of times those movies then wait a whole nother year to bring out Part 2, and they're 2 months later bringing out Part 2.
I've never heard of that. You think of other sequels like Avatar or Mission Impossible when they had the final reckoning, Lord of the Rings, right? And you're waiting sometimes years, like The Passions. So it's going to be
so very interesting.
Yeah, agreed.
And the most popular baby names in America are still very familiar, but the fastest rising names are getting a little more creative. New Social Security data shows Olivia and Liam are still the top baby names, holding the number 1 spots for the 7th year in a row.
Wow.
For girls, Charlotte moved up to number 2, followed by Emma, Amelia, and Sophia. For boys, the names that topped included Liam, Noah, Oliver, Theodore, and Henry. It gets interesting further down the list. The fastest growing names are, and I don't even know if I'm going to say this right, Cassie?
Oh, for boys. I think that's right.
How do you say?
I think that's right. How do you spell that?
You spell it Kasai.
Yes. I think that's right. Or Kasai. Yeah, I don't know for sure. Yeah.
which it means fire, and jumped more than 1,100 spots. It is reflected in popular Japanese culture, and I guess it's a growing anime trend. Now, for girls, Clarity, spelled with a K, climbed the fastest. It's a modern twist on, of course, Clarity with a C that suggests bright and light.
Okay, I like Clarity with a K.
Cute. Yeah, that is cute.
And it's really interesting now because kids that loved growing up AI, right? They loved, or not AI, but rather they loved anime. Now they're moving into the age, they're in their 20s, late 20s, and now they're having kids. And so they're naming kids after anime characters.
I've also felt that what we feel as older names are trending back.
Yes.
Like Charlotte, for example, is so cute. But I feel like generationally, that was popular in the 30s, 40s, right? Or Ruth is coming back again, I heard. And, older names like that are making a comeback too. Which
Henry
I think
feels
is so cute.
like an older name to me.
Henry
and Theodore,
is another
which could
one.
be Teddy, right?
You're
that's
right.
Oliver. So you're right. Yeah, you're right about that.
Yep, I love it.
Don't let what you see in the news bring you down. There's hope and faith and good people all around. I see the best in you. I see a glass half full. Keep it positive with Len and Sara.
Hey, so if you've ever had questions about window replacement return on investment, let me help you answer those. So our podcast sponsor is Universal Windows Direct, and they are great. And, sometimes people have wondered, are new windows really worth it? Well, the short answer is yes, but not just for resale. You're going to save so much money on your energy bills as well. And of course, you're going to make your home feel more comfortable. But get this. Most homeowners recoup around 60 to 70% when they sell, and sometimes even more depending on the project. I thought that was pretty amazing. And, the part people don't realize is old windows can waste a lot of energy. So upgrading can really help you save on those bills as well. And we all like to save money, right?
Yeah, window replacement, it's just a must in pecking order of what I should do for my home. If you have old ones, it beautifies your home on the outside. On the inside, your house is cozy and it looks great. And like Sara said, all the benefits, even for resale. Right now, a special for you. You can buy 2 windows and get 2 free. There's no limit on this. So fill up the house with windows. 24 months financing with 0% interest. A $500 bonus is available for your home improvement project too. So all the right reasons. With over 21 years of experience and a true lifetime warranty, set up that appointment. It's universalwindowsdirect.com, and you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Whoa, tick-tock, woo, time goes so fast. It happened today, let's remember.
Well, today is May 11th, and we are taking you back in time.
Okay, well, this was the beginning of the whole people versus computer conversation. It was in 1997. IBM's supercomputer called Deep Blue defeated world chess champion Garry Kasparov in a historic rematch in chess. Kasparov won the first time they went against each other, and this was the first time a reigning world champion lost a match to a computer.
Oh, wow. Well, in 1996, Celine Dion won the Eurovision Song Contest for Switzerland, helping launch her global career. Now, every once in a while, talent competitions pay off and launch a career. Here's a few examples because not only did Celine Dion launch her career with the Eurovision, ABBA also did. In 1974, it, of course, we know, launched one of the biggest pop careers in music history. And Britney Spears, Usher, Christina Aguilera, and Justin Timberlake all competed on Star Search.
Star Search? That's big. You know what? They were really young then. They were between the ages of 10 and 13 when they were on Star Search.
Wow. And Olivia Newton-John won a local Australian TV contest as a teenager, earning a trip to England and starting her music career.
Okay, so entering those talent competitions could pay off, obviously.
Well, and of course, American Idol.
Yeah.
Carrie Underwood. I mean, that one goes without
Kelly Clarkson,
saying.
yeah,
all
for
the
sure.
people that launched with American Idol. But
yeah, I'm curious.
Crazy.
Because you sang a lot as a kid. I know you traveled through nursing homes with your karaoke machine.
I did.
And performed. You were in plays and all that sort of stuff. Did you ever enter one of those talent competitions?
Did I ever enter a not for pop singing. Like
Okay.
I was in tons of singing competitions, but more for school and musical theater and opera type stuff, but nothing like this.
Not a talent search.
Not a
per
talent
se.
search. I mean, they didn't really have them that I knew. I don't know, never had one.
In your hometown, they didn't have a lot of those.
They didn't. We had a Dairy Queen and a little store. That was about it.
About it. You did. Fun fact that our listeners might want to know, one of the early seasons, you did try out for American Idol, yes?
I did try out for American Idol. I don't even remember what season it was, but it was whatever year that they came to Cleveland Browns Stadium. And thousands and thousands, I mean thousands of people were there. It was crazy. And when I auditioned, they told me you would have been, whatever season it was, I'll say it was season 3. They said you would have been great for seasons 1 or 2, but not what we're looking for season 3.
Well, I always say, because I know that story, I always say that American Idol's loss was my gain, because you would have been a big star and I wouldn't have a podcast partner. So
that's so funny. But you do learn a lot about how they really cast for these shows. You know, it's all a casting thing. It's kind of crazy. It's
more than just looking for the most talented people. They're looking for a few oddballs, a few country, a few every style, right?
Yeah, it was a good experience, though.
It's cool.
Might as well take out a pen. Here comes another lesson from Lynn, a lesson from Lynn.
Well, we all know how the grading system works. A is the best score that you can get. Then comes B, which is generally considered positive. C, you're in the danger zone, possibly. D, now that's a problem. And then F means fail. That's not good. So the question is, you have A, B, C, D, F. Where is the E?
What happened to E?
It's so interesting. I recently ran across a story on why E disappeared. Okay? Because if you go back just over 100 years, you will actually see that E was a part of the grading system.
Oh, how far back?
Just over 100 years, maybe the early 1800s. Or late 1800s, I should say.
Late 1800s, okay.
Yeah. And it was the worst you could get on a 5-point grading system. So you had A, B, C, D, E. But what happened was this. Apparently, a number of parents misunderstood what the E stood for on the card. Their kids would have a card, a grade card, and they thought that the E stood for excellent.
Oh, my goodness. My mind automatically went to extra or something good. So that's funny.
Right. So they thought, wow, and excellent in math. And so by the 1930s, most schools became aware of the unintended consequences of using E. And so they just skipped to the letter F for fail.
Oh, my goodness. That's hilarious.
It's so funny. It's like, quick, look, Mom, I got an E.
Stands for excellent. Okay.
All right. So,
but F could mean fantastic.
That's a good point. What's after F? F, G. Gee, that could stand for great. Oh boy, you could go through the whole alphabet on that, right?
Fantastic must not have been that much of a buzzword back then.
Must not have used that. Yeah, right. You know, just as an FYI, there's actually teachers, universities, and experts in the area that think you should do away with the letter grades altogether. There's a debate on whether letter grades are the best way at all to evaluate kids. In recent years, there's some schools and universities that have experimented with alternatives, like just a pass or fail system. You either pass
Interesting.
Or you fail, or narrative evaluations. And so basically it's a competency-based assessment that measures whether teachers believe a student has mastered a specific skill or set of knowledge. And so it's more of a conversation with the student where they orally have to say what they've learned.
Well, that's interesting because you think some of the major tests in life later on, isn't the bar exam pass or fail?
Yeah.
Isn't medical, like nursing tests? I know... You know, my future son-in-law just took a big medical exam. It was pass-fail.
Yeah, there's no C. There's no B or C in a medical exam.
So that's kind of interesting. Once you get into those major tests in life, those are pass-fail too.
Yeah, they are. And I've said, and you know, we've had this conversation before. A lot of people are concerned about kids doing reports and using the AI tools like ChatGPT, still the most popular one. But I said, you know, the way to get around that in an education system, if you can figure out a way to do it, is have the kids tell teachers what they learned in a report. If you're doing a report about American history, rather than just having the footnotes and everything like that, ultimately let the kids tell the teacher in 2 minutes, here's what I know, here's what I learned.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The rise of oral exams.
Yeah. So kind of an idea, but anyhow, Sarah, that's where the E went.
E. I got a letter E.
Oh, your calming voices in the morning just to get us on the road safely. It's wonderful.
Oh, I laugh all the time. We listen to them as we're driving into school and work, and we have the greatest time.
In the morning, I love listening to it on the way into work because you guys are fun.
So I watched a new movie over the weekend with my husband. I just happened to see on Netflix a brand new movie had popped up that just launched this past Friday. And it was called Remarkably Bright Creatures. Sally Field, famous, I think she's probably award-winning actress, is the lead role. And I've always kind of liked her in movies. So I was like, oh, this looks good. And it just so happens to be a really big best-selling book made into a movie, Remarkably Bright Creatures. And I've wanted to pick up and read this book for so long, and I just never have. And so I'm like, okay, well, this is our Friday night movie, Russ. And it was so good. If you love inspirational, I mean, there were some sad parts, but it ends on a good note. And I won't do any spoilers, okay? So just know it's a good movie. But I can tell you this, and it won't be a spoiler, that one of the main characters in the movie is an octopus.
That's good. Sally Fields and co-starring an octopus. Okay.
Yeah, that is literally what it is.
Wow.
But like I said, I won't give any more spoilers. But what I didn't realize fully is how smart octopuses are. Mm-hmm. Like, after this movie, I was so intrigued. My husband and I are like Googling, can an octopus do this? Can it do that? Like, did you know that an octopus can solve puzzles, open jars from the inside? They can recognize human faces. They can even escape aquariums.
What?
Scientists say that they're one of the smartest creatures in the ocean. But here is what got me, after watching it and being so intrigued, and there's scenes from the ocean. It's just so beautiful. Like, sometimes we're just like in our own little world and we forget how fascinating the world is, right?
That's so true. So true.
Right? We stop being curious. We stop looking for wonder when there's so much in this big, beautiful world to wonder and be curious about. And the movie really brought that to light for me. There are so many remarkable, bright creatures all around us. And the whole octopus thing gets even a little crazier. They have 3 hearts. Their blood is blue. Each arm can problem solve somewhat independently. They can squeeze through openings the size of like a beak. Like they can just move and maneuver. And it's so crazy how smart they are. I had no idea how smart an octopus was. I mean, I don't know if I can eat calamari again.
That's all so interesting. That's all good. What they could escape a jar? You said though. What?
No. They can escape their aquarium.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
It is. We have no idea what God was thinking when he thought, I'll make Sara and then I'll make an octopus. It's amazing.
Well, that's what when I start thinking and watching this movie, I just start thinking about all these beautiful animals and God's creations that are out there that I forget about in my little bubble of a world.
I'm so glad you're saying this.
And amazing.
I'm so glad you're saying this because I really do think our life is much richer when you learn about that. Like, you learn about the birds that are around you. You learn about the nature. And I love a movie. I'm a big fan of movies that are entertaining, but you learn something. I'm a big fan of that.
It was. And there's a really cool emotional part of the story, too, that ends on a good note. Hope that's not a spoiler to anyone.
I told you we're going to watch that, though, so that's good.
Yeah, it's so good. I kind of wish I would have read the book first now, Because it seems like it would be in a really remarkable book as well.
Yeah.
No pun intended. And
it was a little surprising outcome. Why did the octopus beat the shark in a fight?
Oh, my goodness. I don't know. Why?
It was because he was so well armed.
Oh, my goodness. And it's a good movie.
What's the name of it again? Yeah.
It's called Remarkably Bright Creatures, and it's on Amazon now.
Fill up with the good stuff, 'cause with good stuff, there's never enough. So you can be aware and care and share and make your world a better place. Positive with Len and Sarah.
Here on the Start Your Day Positive podcast, we specialize in sharing good news, and we have some for you today. One of our valued sponsors is Liberty Health Share. Liberty Health Share provides a cost-effective, faith-based alternative to health insurance. It's a nonprofit healthcare sharing ministry that facilitates the voluntary sharing of medical expenses among its members who share Christian values, and it works so well. And joining us today on the podcast is a good friend of ours, Dorsey Morrow. He is the CEO of Liberty Health Share. Dorsey.
Well, how y'all doing, Lynn? Sarah, good to see y'all.
It's so great to see you. We're doing great. And first of all, I'm so excited to talk with you because you have some really exciting news to share with everybody. I know when you say the word healthcare, right now, you just see dollar signs. It seems healthcare is going up every way you look at it, but Liberty Health Share, something different is happening there. Tell us about this.
We're super excited about this. You know, you're right. Healthcare is right now is just crazy. Between the insurance providers, the medical providers, the government, with so many fingers in the pot, it's tough to figure out what's going on where. And with Liberty, we've been blessed to avoid that whole mix. We deal with members directly, and they share into each other's medical burdens. One of the blessings that we have had is that our members are really good consumers of health care, and we've been very good stewards of their contributions. We are excited to announce that we're going to be giving back to our members over $2 million.
I mean that's incredible.
It is a God thing.
You don't ever hear about getting money back.
No,
like this, ever.
God's been good. He has blessed us with in just opening so many doors. We've got this fantastic opportunity to give back to our active members who've been with us since at least 2025, over $2 million.
So the funds are going to be distributed back to members in May this month. I'm also curious, how will Liberty Health Share reduce the monthly share amounts for 2026? Is that impacted?
Yes, ma'am, it is indeed. We are reducing, I believe the average is 16% across our family programs.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's really a blessing to be able to support families that are growing and struggling with, the day-to-day cost of living. We don't want healthcare to be one of those things they have to worry about.
We've said this on the podcast before. If you take out a paper and write down your biggest expenses, most people would write down their house payment as their biggest expense. And then you would hope or think it might be the car payments or something like that. But for many, many families, the reality is it very well could be health care, or they might not have health care at all just because it's out of question for them. So it's so wonderful to have an alternative like Liberty. If you would, just how's it work? There's probably a lot of people listening right now saying, wait, what? Health share costs are going down? They're returning $2 million. I need to find out more about Liberty.
Liberty is basically a community of Christian believers that all come together. We have them in all 50 states, and members join and they contribute every month. And basically, Liberty functions as a facilitator between those contributions and the medical needs that our members have. It's really a super simple principle that goes back to the Bible, basically. And if you think about it, is when you're in church, Sister Sara broke her arm, she needs some help. The contributions from the church members, everybody comes together and passes the collection plate. We function in much the same way, facilitating the sharing of those dollars. And basically, it's as a medical needs arise, you submit that, and we facilitate into the sharing of that.
Yeah, I was just talking to a guy the other day. It's interesting, and I said, one of the important sponsors on our podcast is Liberty Health Share. And as I was saying that, he pointed at his hip. And he said, I have my hip replacement. He said, I'm a member of Liberty Health Share.
That is awesome. Yes. I mean, it's just, we share into so many different things. People just don't expect, that broken arm or the hip needing replaced or heart surgery or, any number of things that come at us in this life. And, we're there to help. And not just for the physical, but the spiritual side of it as well. We love praying with our members. Our members pray for us. I mean, it really is a Christ-centered program.
And Dorsey, tell me a little bit about why and how Liberty Health Share is able to return money to its members like this.
We've got a fantastic care navigation team. When our members know that they've got something coming up, whatever that surgery might be, they can call in. We have a team of nurses that go online and help them navigate and tell them, this is a potential provider for you. These people here are going to give you a better, quality of service at a lower price, or we help them navigate. And then we've also been very good on the back end of things of negotiating with providers. Once our members have that medical bill, we can process it, and then what can we do to help drive that cost even lower? And so we've been good stewards with that, very accountable with what they contribute, and that has enabled us to give back to the membership and now even lower our contribution amounts.
I love that, a nurse navigator to help you through that's amazing.
You're not left, trying to figure out and what's going on.
It's a lot to navigate.
We want to help you successfully get through this.
It is extremely rare, especially in healthcare, that anybody is hearing about money being returned to them today. So I guess I would say, congratulations and God bless you and everyone who's part of the team at Liberty Health Share for just, doing this the right way. I know you have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, and you have many, many satisfied people, like you're over 90% satisfaction for those that are members of Liberty Health Share. So it's good in a world that sometimes the news seems a little bit crazy to have something really positive to report. So well done and congratulations.
Well, thank you, brother. God is good all the time.
All the time. Well, I hope you're off to have a great Monday. Thank you so much for spending some time with us. If you're loving the podcast, if you would do us a great big favor and give us a 5-star rating on whatever platform you're listening on, whether it's Apple Podcasts or Spotify, anywhere. We love hearing from you. Someone just wrote, love it. So thankful for these podcasts each day. I look forward to bits of humor, wisdom, and advice from Len and Sara. They brighten my day even before the hustle and bustle of the day begins. I just always feel so uplifted by their positivity, loving the vibe. Thank you so much. That means so much to us when we hear things like that, and it helps so much too.
Well, that does make me feel good. All right, well, let's wrap up this episode of the podcast. It's a new week with the prayer. It's a blessing for the week as we begin a new week. Thank you, Lord, for fresh starts, new mercies and opportunities. Go before us this week. Give us wisdom in our decisions, peace in every challenge, and joy in the middle of ordinary moments. Bless every listener today with health and hope and protection and purpose. May this week be filled with meaningful moments, unexpected kindness, and reminders that you are near. We begin the new week with confidence, not because life is perfect, but because you are with us. In Jesus' name, amen.